Yes. So on behalf of the section officers and then the board of directors, we welcome each and every one of you to today's town hall meeting, members town hall meeting, where it's a regular feature where we host our section chair. He shares his vision with us, what we are up to, what we've been up to, and then what to expect in the coming year. So without much ado, I hand over the floor to Professor Richard Amorin to take over. Prof, please, the floor is now yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, James, our programs chair. And let me welcome everybody. We are very grateful you could make some time to join the call. I want to also appreciate our past set of executives for laying the foundation so that we can build on that. We are very grateful. And to SP in general, we thank everybody for all that you do for us collectively so that we still have SP running. Let me try to quickly share my slides. I'm hopeful we will not exceed an hour in all. So please bear with us if we rush through certain aspects of the presentation. Please confirm if I'm audible enough and my screen is showing.
We can hear you, but we can't see your screen.
Okay. All right. I guess it's visible now.
Yes.
Is the screen
And
great?
it's okay now. Excellent. Yes. So please,
All right.
over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So this will be the last town hall meeting for the year. And we want to use the opportunity to talk about our 2025 and 2026 plan activities. The theme for the service year is funding the SP Zeal, driving excellence, growth, and sustainable partnerships. So these are the officers for the year and the review. Then we have Sir Derek to be our section director. So just to highlight on the team, funding the SP Zeal, we want to ensure that we keep driving the passion that has brought all of us together. That's SPE passion. We want to see more energy from all of us and more of commitment. We want to be very proactive in whatever we do, innovative and very inspiring. And in terms of excellence, we want to ensure that at the forefront, we are always seen to exhibit professionalism. We want to be the pace-setters in terms of certain standards. So that is the key thing that we want to drive home. We'll keep promoting technical capabilities in terms of building that, having series of technical sections just to ensure that we empower all ourselves. I want to also see growth, increase the way our membership is growing. I want to be a bit deliberate on that. Of late, we are not doing so well with numbers in terms of renewal. So our numbers keep dwindling and we will need to beef up our membership drive. Then also want to ensure that we have strong partnership with our stakeholders, draw closer to them, team up to undertake CSR projects that are of mutual benefit. So that is the key thing that we want to drive home under the 2025-2026 service year. These are going to be most of the activities that will be undertaken. So in terms of membership, there are so many things we want to do. We are doing all this just to improve upon the membership of the section. As part of the drive, we want to have what we call the SPE Awareness Week, where we expect all of us to be in branded SPE apparel. And we'll have series of lectures or activities during that week. The students will have their week separately in terms of the months in which they will do that. Most of the students will be returning back to campus somewhere January. So the membership committee, as well as the student liaison and the academic representation team, would team up to really champion this on the various campuses, just to drive SP and what we do closer to the students on those campuses. Some feel that SP is just for petroleum engineering or oil and gas related disciplines, but it's for all. So that is the essence of organizing the SP week or hosting the SP week. At the professional level, we'll keep driving this, but the major event would happen somewhere in May, very close to when we will have our buys. In terms of developing technical and professional skills, as you are all aware, we've still been championing our, should I say, webinar series. So we've done several of them already, and there's still more to come. So we'll look for topics, we'll take feedbacks from you, and try to organize seminars. If there's a need to have physical workshops, we'll try to do that. At least have a bit of the physical engagement. The distinguished lecture series will still be happening. So there are lots that we'll be doing just to help empower all of us in terms of our technical and professional skills. One of the main things that we want to do this year is also get very close to the industry and support them in some of the things that they would need support from us with. We have an area of professionals all across the various disciplines that we feel that we are more than capable to assist the industries with what they do. It's not all the time that they have to keep looking outside for help. I think we have the capabilities to also step in to support them. And we'll be falling on some of you to assist when the responses are received from them. Already, we've written to them to support them with courses such as Intro to Oil and Gas Industry, Principles of Project Management, Application of Critical Thinking, The Essence of Volunteerism, Application of Intelligent Operations through Automation and Data-Driven Decisions. And we are also open to some of the requests that may come out from them. So once we get those kind of requests firm, then we may fall on you to assist to deliver such a request. So we have tailored short courses, and we also want to support them with their corporate social responsibility projects. So especially it has to align with the goals of SP before we can team up with them. So we'll keep working towards that and we'll update you when the need be. We also want to ensure that we create value for our sponsors or our partners, whatever we need to do to ensure that we kind of create value for them, we'll have to do that, whether it is exhibition space granted them, whether it is slots granted them to speak on special events or occasions. So we will be intentional with the branding of our sponsors or visibility, packaging of our sponsors. We'll try to make sure that we'll do our best to project our sponsors for what they do for us. One other thing that we intend doing is to draw closer to academia. Typically, academia needs a lot of help. One of the things that is expected from academia, from the regulator, GTech, is that every year, not every year, every 4 years, if it's a 4-year program, the program should go for reaccreditation. And usually it's expected that the program is released to stakeholders or key industry players to review those programs that they run. And I feel that we have the expertise to also assist them in those areas. Suggest things that we think are the new trends in the industry so that they can upgrade their curriculum to teach the students what is very impactful. Also want to see if we can engage the lecturers or the universities to supplement what they do in the classrooms through live sections. Maybe there's a lecture ongoing that they will need a bit of practical touch. So how do we come in to give, let's say, a 30 or an hour lecture on that subject? Or if there's a need to do a recorded version, we do that and we share with the lecturer to play for the students. So there are several things that we'll be doing, but these are the key things that we want to focus our energies in terms of having this collaboration with academia. We'll also continue to support our students' activities. So we have 8 chapters so far. We'll keep supporting them in whatever they do. We'll try as much as possible to link them to industry in terms of mentorship. So we have already the guidance units calling for mentors for them. So that has been open already. If you think you can spare some time to hold the hand of 1 or 2 students to also mentor them to become professionals or become more responsible and more impactful, please do not hesitate to register to be a mentor. We'll try to organize activities that would build that collaboration among chapters. Also support them by liaising with the companies to secure some internship and field trip slots for the students. One of the difficulties that the students face is things that has to do with payment of fees or hostel facilities. And therefore, we have Mr. Atuedu's scholarship that is to support brilliant but needy students. So far, he is supporting with 12,000 Ghana cedis, and that will go to 3 beneficiaries. So far, we've received 71 applications, and it's being screened so that when the next academic year resumes, they will have some cushioning. And we want to also encourage all of us that if we can support in any way, the doors are open. It doesn't matter your own is 5 cedis or 10 cedis. Once we have enough coming into a pool, we'll find a way to assist those who really need the support. We also want to be a bit vocal on issues that affect all of us. So engaging government and stakeholders through diverse means. We have the YP already championing this by releasing the Energy Pulse Digest. So they give some good perspectives on subject matters that affect all of us or the industry. So that is one thing that we want to also get some feedbacks from you so that at least we are able to keep adding our voices to national discourse issues that affect all of us or the industry. We have so far constituted about 4 committees. One is the BICE, and that's what happened next year. So our biannual conference is going to happen in May. Then we have the 5-year strategic this aspect as well. So okay, I'll talk about this maybe in the next few slides. We have the audit team that has audited our accounts or is still auditing our accounts, which is also mandatory when it comes to the end of year report writing. We are to submit an audited report, so they are helping with that. Then we have the end of year networking, and so far we have Comac and Soluserve agreeing to support the end of year networking, and this is going to happen at Abri on the hills. So we'll have some health walk to the place. We'll have some health screening. We'll have some talks. We'll have some networking events alongside. And that is likely to happen on the 6th of December. We'll get more details about this later. So with a 5-year strategic plan, we want to at least consider the strength of the society, the weaknesses, the opportunities, the threats. Going forward as a society, what can we do so that we are intentional with what we do? Because we'll have a targeted objective. And that would also define our clear goals, KPIs, whether we are doing well or not. And also try to put in mechanisms so that we are able to review our progress as to whether we're on track or we are deviating, or if we have to adjust and few things based on the conditions at stake. And the outcome, I think, would get more visibility, will get more impact from the things we do, and also the funding or partnership opportunities will be improved. So I mentioned about the energy digests being led by the YP, that is the young professionals. So this is out already. This came out in October. In October too, we had the distinguished lecture coming on. Unfortunately, our attendance isn't looking too good. When they come to Ghana and they travel to other parts of the continent in Africa, it looks like Ghana usually the attendance is not too encouraging. And we just want to encourage all of us that as if we have such guests coming in, and usually they are experts in the area, let's just make some time. If we can't even be there physically, we can join online. So let's do our best to get involved. Get involved. Again, in November this month, we happen to partner with Petroleum Commission, and we were fortunate to have a panel section dedicated to us. So we actually handled a panel section, and these were all SP people managing that side. We also happened to get a booth for exhibition, and we have the CEO passing through as well as the minister also passing through. We have the other industry partners also visiting the booth. And we want to see more of this going forward. Other students, a webinar on technical paper writing. This year, or hopefully next year, we are going to have the regional paper contest as well as petrol bowl. So we started a bit early to take the students through on how to write good papers, especially the abstract side, and to get them ready to submit for the Africa Region Paper Contest. Before this, we'll have a national one. We'll talk about that soon. And also we have the National Internship Diaries, where people happen to get internship opportunities shared with others who did not, and even those that got, but maybe in terms of placement, they were not too fortunate. At least they could learn from others who had the opportunity to get these internships. The YP organized several programs, and I believe that we were all there to really learn from them. Having AI talks. We had, and this month, actually the November month was more focused on safety. So you realize that most of the webinars are on safety related. And I would encourage all of us that we keep engaging ourselves in these lectures. It's going to help us to at least ensure we are conscious of safety both at home and at the workplace. And that is what will keep the environment safe for all of us to live in. So we also had a spotlight, and it was on Jude. Believe that we've all seen that. And we thank the YP for championing this very well. We also had the DNI also collaborating with the Run for a Cure Africa to organize the breast cancer awareness walk. So we also thank them very much. We had the media team also coming out with the newsletter, and the main focus on the need for communication in the oil and gas sector, which is a must to ensure that we are all on the same page when it comes to issues of oil and gas activities. So that they also did a fantastic job. If you've not read the article, I would advise that you make some time to go through. Just yesterday, YP also organized another one on safety, and resource persons, resource person actually, Joslina did a very good job on advising us on that subject. Then we also had the Celebrating Men and Boys. This was a regional thing, and I want to appreciate the DNI chair, Araba, for stepping in on behalf of the Ghana section to be on this call. And she was the only lady among the men to talk on issues of men and boys. And that was a fantastic discussion that they more or less had. And I was happy to be part of the call, and I really learned a lot from the discussion. I hope that we'll just be making some little amount of time to be joining these calls. They'll go a long way. One day you will need it, and who knows, it may save your life, or you may want to rather advise somebody on it because you have a bit of knowledge on the subject matter. And those who make things happen, we also recognize them. So for September, we have the outstanding volunteers. As much as we are appreciating these individuals, we also want to appreciate the team that they work with. We want to appreciate all of them. So we have the September volunteers and October volunteers. We are so grateful for all that you do for SP. This is yet to happen, and this one too is across regional events. So we have Kenya teaming up with Ghana to have the lunch and learn. So the safety imperative in the oil and gas sector, time with senior professionals, and that will be on the 28th of November, and the time will be at 3 p.m. I will encourage all of us to make time to really join this call as well. As mentioned already, there's a call for mentors. We need more of you so that you can mentor our young ones. Please, if you can, just make a little time for our young ones. They need a lot of help. They need a lot of direction. They need a lot of coaching. So please, professionals, please sign on so that you can help these young ones for us. As I mentioned, for the paper contest, hopefully next year, which will happen in Kenya, they are hosting the annual or the regional annual paper contest as well as Petrol Bowl. The section is already calling or has opened for call for papers abstracts so that they can screen the papers, advise the applicants as to what to do to make the papers better before they submit to the regional level to be considered. Hopefully next year, we are looking at career and innovation fair. And the innovation fair, we are looking at a company or companies bringing out problems that will give to students to challenge them to propose solutions as to how to solve those problems. So we are looking forward to companies partnering with us to challenge our students to be more innovative, propose solutions based on problems that we are getting from them. Petrol Bowl, national level, we are looking at the month of February. Then the regional will be in July in Kenya. Then the paper contests, the national will be in December. Then the regional will also be in July 2026 in Kenya. We'll also have the regional debates. We are yet to know the venue. We'll keep engaging industry and academia as well. Industry with more or less the lecture series to empower their young professionals especially. And also if they have challenges that we can step in to solve for them or with them, we will look at that. Especially we are looking at most of the also the corporate social responsibility projects, how best we can partner with them to deliver. So with a scholarship, as I mentioned, we have 3 slots already, but I want to increase this to 16 so that at least every chapter would get 2 slots. So that is the drive. That is the drive. If we can get enough funding, we'll increase the numbers from 3 to 16. We'll also continue with the lecture series and talk about more technical issues or things that we can all learn from to make our industry a better place. Our major flagship program is the BICE, and that is happening 20th to 22nd of May. In fact, from 18th to 19th, we want to have a pre-conference training. We want to see or identify major needs of the industry, get experts to handle those needs in terms of running short courses. So we want to run some few short courses based on the survey that we'll conduct, the needs that the industry want us to solve. So we'll run that. We'll get very seasoned people vested in the area to handle those short courses. Then the main events will run from 20th to 21st. And fortunately for us too, we are hosting the Africa Young Professional workshop. So on the 23rd, we want to have an away day for them. At least they will tour some interesting places in Ghana before they depart back to their various home countries. That is the rough budget for the year. BICE is likely to take a huge part of the budget, around 500,000 Ghana cedis. So we have the Innovation and Career Fair, that's around 250. And this one, with a career and innovation, we want it to be a 2-day event. And we want to host almost all the students at one location. So that is also going to be a challenge in terms of funding. So looking at accommodation, looking at transportation, looking at feeding, venue, all the activities put together, we are looking at around 240 or 250,000. Petrol Bowl will happen in Kenya. If we get the funding, then we should be able to go with hopefully 2 teams. Technical paper, also if they are to go to Kenya and also international, we are looking at a budget of about 160,000 thereabout. The Ghana debate team, we need about 80,000 for them. Scholarship, we are looking at 320,000. Distinguished lecture, about 15,000. Engagement with industry and academia, 10,000. Administrative and other operations, 50,000. We are hopeful to secure our fiscal space. GMPC is ready to support us with offices, so we need to start using it. So we have a budget of about 50,000 for the year. So subtotal, we have 1.479 thereabout. And if we add miscellaneous of 1%, it's still around 1.4. Let's say about 1,500,000 for the whole service year. Currently, that's what we have. We have 266 Ghana cedis, and in terms of dollar account, we have $809. Looking at what we want to do, it means that we'll need a lot of help from everybody to raise the needed funds. And in that case, we'll call on all of us, if we have not already renewed our membership, to please renew our membership. It's $35 for the year, which is somewhere less than, if I'm not mistaken, 400 Ghana for now, for the year. So let's try to renew our membership. That is one way to also get in some income or some funding. And also let's encourage others to join. Funding the SPE zeal. Let's send a message home. Let's talk to our colleagues about SPE, why they need to join, the benefits for joining. Let's play a role. Let's play a role so that we'll all be part of the success story. And if there are companies that you think we can connect with for mutual beneficial collaboration, please, we are ready to do that. Our doors are always open. Just speak to any of us. You can even drop it on the main membership page, or you can just tag any of us and we'll connect with you. So thank you very much. There are major programs that will be happening by various subcommittees or the other committees, and they'll be engaging us as and when the need be. So we have a whole list of programs. They would engage us on them. YP has already done that. I know the other committees will also come on board to engage us on their programs. Currently, I can mention that we've made plans to have a new chair for our advisory board. When the time is due, we'll make the name kind of we would mention, or we would unveil the name so that we all become aware of who our advisory board chair is. Our current advisory board chair happens to be Dr. Ben Asante. And hopefully his tenure would end the course of this month. So hopefully there's going to be a new one. And once we are able to officially go through all the processes, we would unveil the name as well. So thank you very much. If you have questions, please we'll take them quickly. If you've not joined any of the committees but you are still interested to join, please, the doors are open. You can still talk to any of the committee chairs or members of the committee or any of us to register your interest in joining any of the committees, and we'll be glad to have you on board. Thank you very much. And if you want to ask some questions, we'll try as much as possible to see if we can address them before we draw down the curtains. Sir James, please. Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much for the opportunity. Please, I wanted to ask, so with everything that is going to happen next year, recently I graduated from school, UMAT. Would I be able to join, or it's only for students? Thank
If you say join, I'm believing you are referring to the, is it a paper contest or all the activities? All the activities you are free to join. You are still an SPE member. But in terms of paper contests, yes, you still have 1 year grace period, even after you have graduated, to still participate in paper contests. So you are free to join any of the activities.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The floor is now open for Q&A. Please, if you have any question, any contribution, any suggestion, please, you may unmute it and let's hear you. You may have an idea you want implemented. Please, you may put it forward. You have something you want to share with us, please feel free, unmute it and let's hear you. Team, the floor is open. And we are doing well on time, so please, if you have any question, please unmute and let's hear you. If you have any question, please unmute and let's hear you. You can also put it in the chat box. We'll read it out for Prof to answer. Okay, Prof, someone is asking, please, will eligibility for the scholarship, is it limited to level 300 or everyone can apply? Please, the eligibility for the scholarship, is it limited to level 300 or everyone can apply? Prof, please.
Yes.
Your
I don't know
question.
if Dr. Yeah, Wache is on the call, Madam Sophia.
Yes, Doc is on the call.
Yes, so he can take that up. Yeah. He's the chair, so.
Dr. Wache, please, a question for you. Is the eligibility for the scholarship limited to only level 300 or everyone can apply? A question to the scholarship committee. I doubt Dr. Boachi can hear us.
Oh, okay.
He's on, but I doubt he's hearing us.
So, per the eligibility, the applicant must be a registered and active member of SP Ghana.
Okay.
Right. So once you're an active SP member of Ghana, I don't think the year in which you are should be a major problem. Once you're able to prove that, yes, you are brilliant and you need support, and you're an SP member, you're good to go.
Any other question on what Prof has presented on? Our activities for the year, our theme. Any other question for Prof? Any other question for Prof? Prof, I want you to touch on how SP helps you develop leadership skills. How SP can serve as a platform for young professionals to develop themselves, possibly socially, or how they can develop leadership skills to lead in the industry. If you can address that for us.
All right. So yeah, thank you. Let me throw it back to you. Since you are an expert in that field, as your role as a programs chair, at least you can share your experience with us.
Oh, Prof.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a question I've had a lot of students and NYPs ask me
Yeah.
severally. So I wanted the session chair to address that. But since he's thrown it back to me, this is what I have to
Yeah.
say. SP serves as a platform for you to network and then build upon your capacity, right? Why do I say so? I was a student chapter organizer when I was in second year, right? Third year, I became the student chapter president, right? KNUST. Right after that, I then moved on to the student liaison officer. At the point, I was internet chairperson. Then I became the YP chair, and then now the programs chair, right? So all I want to say is that SP gave me that platform to be on that global map, right? Through SP, I've been able to travel to countries such as Nigeria and then the USA, or to participate in SPE conferences, right? Where I've created lifelong friendship and partnerships, right? It has also given me a chance to exhibit my leadership skills. It has given me a chance to exhibit what I am made of, right? Yesterday we had the opportunity to visit our past board chair, Dr. Benasante, right? And he was making points such as SPE being a platform where YPs and students can develop their God-given skills and talents, where leadership is one of the core things you can develop when you're a member of SPE. So in short, I'll say you can start from somewhere, right? You're a student. It doesn't end that way. Put yourself out there. Join a committee at the section level, right? There is something needs to be done. Please volunteer and then do it, right? There is something that has to be done. Put your hand up there, right? We'll definitely give you the opportunity, and then you can you can also bring on board what you are made of. I'm a completion engineer by profession, right? The main aim is not to practice engineering forever. At the point I want to move into management, right? What are some of the skills or what shows that I'm ready for management? I can put up my SP record where I've been able to manage people, where I've been able to lead teams, right? So in short, I would say that the world, I mean, the sky is very big for everybody to shine, right? No one will put you down to shine. Please put yourself up there, volunteer, and then gradually you can develop these leadership skills. Thank you, Prof, for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you very, very much. And I know that most often students are interested in how to secure job, right? And usually it's like, I'm joining SV because I want to get a job after school. So if SP will give me that platform to get job, then I'll join. It's a good one, but ultimately that should not be your main focus for joining SP. There's more to it than just securing a job. Well, I can say for James, or I can say for one other person, that it's through SP that they were able to easily secure jobs. Sometimes you get to the interview room and all those on the panel are SP related people. And one way or the other, if you've engaged them before on SP platform, you realize that instead of having an interview, it becomes now a conversation because you've met yourself on several platforms already. So what is new again to ask? They've seen you doing this already, doing that already. So once you get so much involved in XP, it just wants to learn, add value to yourself, and not just, I'm here because I need a job. The job will come by itself.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. There are two hands up. I'll go for the lady first. Madam Ellen AG, please, you have the floor now for your question. Oh, hello, Ellen. I saw your hand up. How about Clement? I also saw Clement, your hand up. Oh, Tim, please don't feel free. Oh, sorry, please feel free, right? Oh, Ellen says she's unable to unmute. Let me unmute you, Ellen. Oh no, I don't think you need permission to unmute. Yes, Ellen, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. My question is, with all the activities that were mentioned for next year, I don't know if I missed it, but I wanted to ask about the Outstanding Student Chapter Awards and then Outstanding Student Awards. So I don't know if that was touched. So please, if I missed it, could you kindly throw more light on it if it is going to happen globally next year?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. It will definitely happen, and it's likely going to be captured under BICE, or it's going to be captured under, I think BICE will come before this career and innovation fair. So it's likely to be captured under BICE. So it will come on.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Madam Ellen, I hope your question is answered. Clement, please, you have the floor.
Mr. So, hold on. James, let me get back to you in 2 minutes, right? Let me handle this at work.
All right. The floor is open, please. Team, please, any other question? We are eating past close to 1 hour now so that we can bring this session to a close. Okay. And your hand is up again. Okay, please unmute and ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much once again. Please, I would like to also ask that is there any national service arrangement for SPE members or executives, God willing, next year or even this year? I'm sure some students already have had their postings, but is there any arrangement as well for national service concerning SPE student chapters? Thank you.
Well, that's a nice question, and that's something we keep working on. It's usually requests that come from the industry. So once they make us aware of the numbers that they will need, we'll push those numbers to them. And even now, they still put in requests, and which I know comes to your end through the student liaison and your academic faculties. So we can only request based on the numbers or slots they give us. So if the industry says I need 3, that means we can only pick 3. But we'll still try to see if we can get possibly our top 10 students through for service. We'll still engage the industries to help us with those slots. So allow me to just land on this note that, yeah, we'll keep pushing to get small slots. It's not like it's official that, okay, every year I'm giving you 10. We've not gotten to that level yet, but we can only lobby for those slots to be given to us.
Thank you very much, Prof. Clement, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, so mine is not more of a question, but more of a contribution. Right? So in recent times, the issue I normally encounter with some students or some professionals is that they don't really know what they can achieve at the end of everything. Even though there's a structured system that these are the benefits you may get for a student, you may get an NSS slot, and now we even have a scholarship scheme, and then others. But one thing you need to know is that the SPA, especially the students, they are many, and the work opportunity or the kind of recognition that's available are few. So it's not everybody that can get that particular recognition. So you can only get that recognition only if you are doing something that can be noticed. So if you just register just as a member and then you always renew your membership, you don't involve yourself in any activity, you don't showcase what you can do, it's very difficult for you to be noticed. You get it? And as Prof was saying, the slots, unless a company gives a slot. So if you are not somebody, we can say that, oh, we know Abina is so good, Abina do so and so, so we could put you on. It's very difficult for you to be listed out of the meeting. So it's very important to put yourself into the things that we do. Because what you do. So most of the time, what I do is that the few students I know that join my committee, I make sure that I push them into roles that they will notice. So instead of me doing something on my own, I dedicate it to them, and then they will do it. And it will be something that they have done. And of course, I try as hard as possible to make sure that they are being noticed of their work by giving them that kind of acknowledgement that this was done by so and so. So at least these are the few we do, but you have to push yourself to that particular level as well. So that's what I wanted to add. Thank you very much, Jeff.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Clement.
Thank you.
I mean, in the past, right? Just to add to what Clement said, in the past, or just this very year, our young professionals chair, the deputy chair, John Coomson, messaged me about his colleague who studied a master's in the US, right? Wanting to apply for a national interest waiver and wanting a recommendation from SPE, right? He approached us that we should give him a letter to support his application, that when he was in school, he was part of SPE, he's done this for us, he's done that for us, he's done this for us, he's done that for us, right? Just imagine if he was not a member. Just imagine if he had no contribution for us to even write on for him, right? What are we going to see? Are we going to lie to the US authorities, right? I mean, day in, day out, we've been getting requests to write recommendation letters to support our members, right? That's how come Clement is saying that it's sometimes good for you to put yourself out there. It's sometimes good for you to volunteer, right? To serve on committees, volunteer to moderate events. There is this event coming up. You can volunteer. I want to moderate. There is this visit coming up. You can volunteer. I want to be part of this team, right? That's how you do to build value. That's how you do to build capacity. It's also to your own benefit. Whatever you are doing now will definitely pay off in the future, right? Thank you. Prof, over to you.
Yes, so do you still want me to add my voice?
If you can, yeah. If there's anything you want to add.
Yeah, so what Clement said is just on point. Again, maybe in the interim, your contribution may not yield so much for you, so you may feel like, Charlie, it's not even worth being a member. But one day you need that membership. As you rightly mentioned, if you register as a member and you don't get too involved to be seen, you will not be recognized or noticed. But once you are also at the forefront, engaging, helping, assisting, volunteering, then your face becomes more visible. Your name is out there. And once you enter into any space and your name is mentioned, maybe the person met you or heard your name or somehow connected with you some time ago. That will ring a bell and say, it looks like I've heard this name or seen this face before. And that's where the good news may start from. So let's get more involved in the activities of SP. Let's see what we can do for SP, not what SP can do for us. Right? Let's go the extra mile. Let's leave a legacy. Let's leave a mark. Then I believe that with time, SP will pay off. Not like somebody coming to say, okay, what did you do? So let me give you this. But because you really committed yourself to the things of SP and you were recognized or known out there, later you'll reap the benefits. I've received several requests for recommendations for schools, and typically I want to see the things you've done outside academics, right? How active you were in the things of SP or helping people, because they all add up to building your points, especially if you need a school or if you want a job. You've all graduated with first class. Yes, that's good. But what extra thing have you done or value have you added to yourself? Just as James mentioned, you've been a student leader before, or you've been in a team that did this before. That alone gives you that added advantage over your other competitors. So let's get involved. Let's make sure we are able to write something out of what we've done for SP, not just being a mere member. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Prof. John, you want to add something? Hello, John, the floor is yours.
All right. Good afternoon. I believe I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you. So I think SP has a lot of offers and opportunities that young professionals can grab, or even fresh university graduates. So from the outside, just as Prof mentioned, from the outside, people or young students or fresh graduates have the perception that once I get into SP, I'm going to have a job or something. But let me use myself, for instance. I also came into SP after school with the same mentality. But then the honest thing is that you need to do a lot. You need to make yourself known. You need to volunteer a lot. I remember the first time I got to James, Fifi, and then Sheena. Even before Sheena, I met Fifi and James whilst I was a student SP member. James, you can remember we first met at All Nations University, Carrick, at Koforidua. So I was doing everything as SP and then PISA coordinator. Then after school, I decided to volunteer. So I think you need to do more to be recognized. Recommendations will come from session officers. And at the end of the day, just as Prof said, you enter into a job interview and realize that, oh, this guy, I know him as SP liaison officer. I also know this guy as very hardworking in SP. The job offer is there. Now the interview becomes a normal chat and conversation. So I think we need to organize more of young graduates coming into the industry. We need to let them know the actual facts. What SP? SP is a very big family. It's a one-stop shop where you can learn, you can develop your personal skills, communication skills, a whole lot. Then not at the greater point of looking for a job, but before you get a job, SP can train you and equip you with a lot of soft skills that you may never imagine. So that is what I want to chip in. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, John. Daniel, please, you can unmute. The floor is yours.
Hi, thank you all and especially Professor for that wonderful presentation. Working in the career guide section, I promise to ensure that there's more engagement. We have a lot of stuff that we are putting up together for the coming year to engage with a lot of students and young professionals so that they can have real benefit and as well as real engagement in terms of student industry relationships so that they'll be able to find a space to be able to express their intellectual capacity. That's what I wanted to say to cushion the heart of young persons trying to find their space within the SPE, that we have a lot of programs coming up this coming year. And all you just need to do is to look out for them whenever we publish them and join our webinars, and you will be able to engage with us. We have a lot of programs coming up. Right now, we have our call for mentors and call for mentees. So one way to also get known is when you apply for the mentees and then you participate fully, you are being mentored by a professional. That alone gives you a step ahead where you are able to understand concepts that Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to understand in the confines of the classroom, as well as getting to know more people. So if, let's say, within your year in school, you're spending, let's say, second year, third year, fourth year, you participate in all the mentorship, you would have engaged with between 2 to 3 different individuals from different space in the oil and gas industry. And that can, put yourself out there for people to know you and recognize you. So 2026, I'd like to see you participate in most of our webinars and engage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our Deputy Career Guidance Chair. I think we've done 10 minutes over our 1 hour mark. Prof, if you can give your closing remarks for us to bring this meeting to a close.
Yeah, thank you to everybody once again. We are SP because you have decided to be part of SP. SP cannot exist in isolation. So still need everybody to be on board. We'll need more commitment from all of us. We'll need the support that you can give us. If we call for any activity, we want to see you in your numbers. If we call for volunteers, we want to see you also in your numbers. We also want you to be a very good ambassador on behalf of the society. We want you to be more or less a source of information as well. If there's something out there which you think we should know, as to put it, leaders of SPE, please do not hesitate to let us know. To our key professionals, in fact, we need all the support from you, and we pray that we'll be able to work as one big family to achieve all our aspirations that we have set for ourselves. So thank you, and we hope that we'll see you participating fully in all the programs. Again, with the SP week, where we want all of us to be in any branded SP item. If you don't have, please do well to get one. Do well to get one branded SP souvenir or something. If something that maybe you would want us to produce and maybe distribute across, we are also ready to do that. If you don't have, you can always engage us to request for something. We want to ensure that in every space that we occupy, we are able to send out the good news about SP, motivate people to also join. That is how we can grow the family. And also, if there's a way we can help the young ones to also grow, we'll call on all of you, especially the professionals, to help these young ones to also climb the ladder. So thank you once again, and we wish ourselves a very blessed end of year, which is, I mean, the end of year itself, networking will be next month, but I don't think officially we'll have any town hall meeting before the end of year. So we want to wish everybody a very prosperous or happy Christmas in advance, and a very prosperous new year, hopefully 2026. So thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you to everyone who also joined us for this town hall meeting. And please be on the lookout for all our activities that will be happening for the year. SP is so much grateful for everyone that is supporting us in the background. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you at our next event. Have a pleasant afternoon. Thank you.